All right, friends, last chapter, chapter 10. It's called They're All Here. Jack opened his eyes. It was so dark he couldn't see anything. He felt his clothes. He was wearing his t-shirt and jeans again. The leather bag had turned into his backpack. "Hello," said Morgan Le Fay. Her voice came from the corner of the treehouse. "Hi," said Annie. "Did you have a good journey?" asked Morgan. "I did," said Jack, "but girls can't do anything fun in ancient Greece." "I did one thing fun," Annie said wistfully. "I rode in a chariot pulled by a flying horse." "That must have been wonderful," said Morgan. You were very lucky to be bringing me the story of Pegasus." "Who?" said Jack. "Pegasus," said Morgan. "He's the great white-winged horse in Greek mythology." "Oh, yeah," said Jack. "I think I've heard of him." He felt in his backpack and found the scroll. He gave it to Morgan. He could still barely see her in the dark. "It was written by Anonymous," said Annie. "I know," said Morgan. "Many talented women used that name in the past. Her story will be a great addition to my Camelot library." "Plato helped us find it." "Ah, my good friend Plato," said Morgan. "He was one of the greatest thinkers who ever lived." "And Pegasus was the greatest horse," said Annie. She sighed. "I just wish I could see him again." "You can," Morgan said softly. "He's here now." "Pegasus?" cried Annie. "Oh, boy!" Annie turned on the flashlight and used it to find her way down the rope ladder. Jack grabbed his backpack and followed her. When they were both standing on the ground, Annie shined her flashlight on the dark trees. "Pegasus," she said, "where are you?" "Turn off your flashlight, Annie," said Morgan. She was looking down from the treehouse window. Annie switched off the light. "In the night, you can see all the story characters that saved you on your last 4 missions," said Morgan. "They're all here. Hercules and the Silk Weaver Sarf, the Serpent Monster, and Pegasus." Jack pushed his glasses into place and studied the dark woods. "Where are they, Morgan?" cried Annie. "Where's Pegasus?" "Look hard," said Morgan. "I can't see him," said Annie. "Yes, you can," said Morgan. "The old stories are always with us. We're never alone." "Has Morgan gone crazy?" wondered Jack. "Look up," said Morgan. "Your friends are in the night sky. They're the stars." "Stars," whispered Jack. Then he stared at the shimmering field of tiny stars overhead. "Hercules is a constellation," said Morgan. The Roman imagined him kneeling in the sky, holding a club over his head. Morgan waved her finger at the sky. For a moment, Jack saw a living, breathing Hercules outlined by the stars. "And there's the Silk Weaver with her beloved cowherd," said Morgan. The ancient Chinese believed that there were 2 stars on either side of the Milky Way. Morgan waved her hand again. The lovely Silk Weaver was outlined in the heavens. "And long ago the Irish believed the Milky Way was a serpent monster Sarf," said Morgan. Morgan waved her hand. The giant serpent glittered through the sky. "And the ancient Greeks once named one of their constellations Pegasus," said Morgan. She waved her hand again, and the white horse had wings and galloping legs glowed in the sky. The picture. "I see him," said Annie. Then she whispered, "I love you, Pegasus." Jack thought he saw the stars move as if Pegasus was rearing back in the sky. After a breathless moment of silence, Morgan lowered her arm. The night sky became a field of tiny glittering stars again. "You have done amazing work as master librarian," said Morgan. "I would trust you with any important mission." "Does that mean we're going on more trips?" asked Jack. "Indeed it does," said Morgan. "Many more." Jack smiled with relief. "When is our next mission?" said Annie. "As soon as I need your help, I will send for you," said Morgan. "Go home now and rest." "Goodbye," said Annie. "Goodbye," said Jack. "Farewell," said Morgan. There was a sudden rushing of the wind, then a blur of a blinding light, and Morgan Le Fay and the magic treehouse vanished. The night was still. "Home?" asked Annie. "Sure," said Jack. As they walked between the trees, the Frog Creek woods were pitch black. Jack couldn't see a thing. But he didn't ask Annie to turn on the flashlight. For once, he wasn't worried about finding his way home. He felt as if someone or something was leading him through the woods. Morgan's words came back to him. The old stories are always with us. We're never alone. Jack looked up at the stars again. They were beginning to fade in the growing light of dawn, but he could hear the beating of the giant wings somewhere high above. The end. All right, friends, I hope you loved our book. I can't wait to see your book reports. Bye.